Ellen Chin Lu, certified reflexologist, certified energy medicine practitioner, Reiki master teacher, the owner of the Healing Place and the Healing Place Energy School. Here I am, I'm being really ambitious. I'm doing this as a webinar and also a Facebook live chat. And tonight we're going to talk about energy medicine and for everyday people. You might be thinking, oh, what is energy medicine? Well, first of all, let's get us in a juicy mood to hear this information and take away some great tips that you can incorporate every day. So I want you to get into a mindset right now where you're going to clear your energy. And I want you to set the intention in your head. All you have to say, I'm going to take away whatever I need to take away. And that's great, because this is not about judgment and how much you're going to learn, but whatever resonates with you, this is what you're going to pull into your body. And let's take 3 cleansing breaths so you could clean out whatever anxieties you might have, maybe something you picked up from the day. And you're going to breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And one last time. Very good. This webinar, I love also interaction. If you have questions, please drop me a line and I will try to answer as many as I can. I got a lot of things going on. It's tough to be the script writer, the producer, the talent, and to handle all of the equipment at the same time. So let's talk about what we're going to talk about tonight. What is energy medicine? This is obviously the main topic. How does energy move? And how does energy become blocked? And what can you do every day to keep your energy flowing? This is something that I have included in my class that I just established, Chakra 101, Know Your Energy. I feel in all the 13,000 sessions I have done, healing sessions I've done since 2006, I'm just really surprised how few people really understand how their energy flows. So I'm going to give you a snapshot of what you can do, because I could easily make this a really long webinar, but I know you have to go to bed. That's the way that goes, you know. So let's talk about what is energy medicine. First of all living things are made of matter and energy. And even inanimate objects is made out of energy. It's just it's a different form of energy. Human, animal, plants have what I call moving energy parts, where your table, especially if it was once made out of wood, it's still energy, except it's just a really slow, dense energy instead of fast moving like us. Energy comprises of all your physical, emotional, and spiritual body. You need all 3. Energy medicine helps you keep you healthy. By understanding how your energy flows, you could replenish, you could grow your body and exude incredible energy and vitality. Balanced energy, if you have this and you know what it feels like, you feel really great. You feel joyful, you're happy, and everything is just right in your world. So it's a matter of just feeling peaceful and balanced. And one thing, once your energy is balanced, so if something hard comes up that you need to, I would say, juggle, you're able to handle it much better if you're in a calm and peaceful manner versus if you're chaotic and you're going nuts. And one thing great about if your energy is flowing, you could adapt to all kinds of changes. So think about where you are, and if you could assess your energy. See, one thing about energy changes all through the day. People say, well, is it consistent? Can it stay consistent? Well, if you didn't have to interact, you didn't have to work or be with people, your energy could probably stay fairly consistent. But as we interact all through the day through various circumstances, your energy is also going to fluctuate. In fact, one of my students from my energy school, Healing Place Energy School, asked me a question yesterday, and she asked, what do I do when I'm in a work environment and then all of a sudden somebody says something nasty to me and it brings down my energy? Well, one of the things I do, prepare myself every day for my work day, I set the intention and the tone like we did at the beginning of our talk today. And you'd be surprised if you go in and you're going to say to yourself, before you go into work, you say, I'm going to have a really great attitude. I'm going to feel good. Nobody's going to pull down my energy. Nobody could say anything that will hurt me, because that's all it is just words. And I'm not going to take them personally and process it in a negative way. You'll be surprised how just these few little intentions that you set up today could keep you flowing through the day, and you could flow up and down as you adjust your energy. So what causes your energy to malfunction? Oh, Barbara. Hi, Barbara. What causes your energy to malfunction? Well, I would say unconscious, repetitive, destructive patterns. Things that you do over and over and over again and expect a different result. That doesn't cut it. You got to recognize what are your destructive patterns and what are you willing to do to make changes. Your left side and your right side of your brain is constantly fighting with each other, because your right side of your brain is about spirit and your left is about ego. So there's always an internal constant battle of who's right and who's wrong. Learning how to tame the ego is going to be key, because the ego wants to tell you why you suck in 10,000 ways. I'm going to be honest. And tell you why you can't do this, why you don't have the courage to move ahead, so forth and so on. So by retraining the brain, and your spirit can override the ego, but it takes practice and time. What causes energy malfunction? Environment and electronic toxins. Like here I am, I'm plugged into 2 headphones, and I'm hoping that my brain is not slowly frying in here. Stress, burnt out. If you're juggling like a crazy woman day in and day out, okay, or I should say even a man, and you're just juggling, that could cause your energy to fluctuate all through the day as you're going through various chaos. And then what happens, not only from the tension you have in your head, it moves all the way through your body. Your muscles begin to tighten up, and then once your muscles tighten up, your energy cannot flow. You feel like you're a mummy, you feel numb, and all of a sudden you want to scream, but you don't know what to scream about even. So think about your situation. If anyone wants to pop me a line here, feel free to drop something in. Okay. I call it 3 easy steps to move your energy and keep it flowing. First of all, you got to be aware and conscious of all of your action, all through your day. What does that mean? Well, most of us live what I consider a very robotic life. We know pretty much what we're going to do day in and day out. So sometimes what happens, we're not equipped to handle diversities. And all of a sudden we are like, what do I do? Who do I do? I don't have the skill set. I feel like this about the webinars. This is probably my 12th webinar I've done since, June. And I'm finally getting it, learning how to understand the equipment and everything I need to do to put a show together, a helpful show, so for you to walk away and you could say, I've learned something today, okay? So what do you do to manage your energy? This is key. Do you do it consciously? If you go around and say, I'm not aware of this, I'm a victim, you know what? That doesn't work. One thing about this type of work, you've got to be conscious of what you do throughout the day, not occasionally. I was talking to a guy today, one of my clients. He's on liver detox. And he was telling me, I only liver detox when it gets really bad and I can't go to the bathroom and I feel like the energy is stagnant. So And I said to him, this is something that I've been coaching him for 2 years now, to change his diet to help eliminate sugar because he has too much body inflammation. And slowly over the 2 years of working with him, he's finally getting it. It took him a long time. I almost gave him a gold star and stick right there on his forehead. But I'm afraid because his head is really bald and he has nothing, I'm afraid the gold star will just fall off. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I have one of those sense of humor. So how do you do things consciously? And how do you maintain your body? This is really key. Like I was just talking to you about that dude who loves his sugars and carbs. So he's starting to be aware how much his eating habits is hurting him. So mindfulness, how do you connect to your body? You know, what do you do, as I mentioned before, eating? Do you move? If you sit all day at a computer, your energy becomes stagnant. In fact, it gets really heavy. So as you're pushing off of that chair, you're going, oh my God, my knees, oh this and this. That tells you you've been sitting too long and your energy becomes stagnant. Relationships. What do your relationships look like? Do you have good, healthy ones where you have conversations with people, interaction, or is it a one-side relationship where you just give? Those are what I call the energy vampire that just takes so much out of you. You know, you got to look at your relationships. So if you attract, you know, depending on where you are in this moment, energetically, if you are down in the dumps, chances are very good all you're going to do is attract people who are down in the dumps. Unfortunately, that's how it works. Likes attract likes. You know, none of this work is easy. I'm going to be honest with you. You've got to work out of the trenches. You've got to do things that make positive changes in your life. I got to do this. I've been on this journey now consciously since, I'd say, 2004. And 2004, that's a long time. I still end up in the dumps, but the thing is, I know when I'm in the dumps, and I'm trying to work hard to get out of it. So a lot of it has to do with your mindset. And what type of personality are you? Are you the kind that radiates energy? Or do you end up living in fear or doubt and judgment? I mean, that's a great show to do, a webinar on fear, doubt, and judgment and how to overcome those. You know, that's something I think I will do in sometime probably in August, all right? So those are the 3, 4, I can never keep to the number that I said I'm going to do these things in. So those are the 4 things that you need to be aware of. What do you do every day? How mindful are you? What kind of relationship do you have? What kind of energy do you radiate? Hi, Janet. How do you believe in little gemstones that could be carried in the pocket that supposedly give protection, like a rose quartz stone? Just to be off subject, I like gemstones. To be honest, for those people who know me, my favorites are diamonds. There's nothing like diamond energies. All gemstones vibrate at a certain level, and people get and purchase gemstones to carry on them. So they like quartz crystals and whatnot. Quartz crystals, all of these crystals can help you, but depending on where you are energetically, sometimes you might need a huge rock, and I don't know if you could carry a 1 or 2 pounder around your neck. So depending on where you are, how stuck you feel, there's so much you got to do. A little one, maybe for little problems, big ones for bigger ones. That's my opinion. So depending on if you're talking to a gem person, they'll probably tell you a whole different thing than I am. So when I work, I don't wear anything because too much energy is going through me. I'm already ditzy enough with so much energy going through me. I don't need more. All right. So how to practice energy medicine? Number 1, through conscious living. being aware what you say, what you do, how you act are keys, I should say. Do movement. I do, if you love music, Qigong, yoga, anything to move your energy through your body, because energy is looking for direction from you. You got to be the traffic cop, I should say the energy cop in your body, and get it to move. So when you start to get in the dumps and you feel sad about something, your energy is starting to pool in certain places. For me, it'll be in my head because I'm such a overthinker. And I'm like, stop. This is destructive thinking. This is nothing. It's not doing anything to help me. So how do you manage your energy? It's a constant monitoring, just like a knob on a radio. You've got to constantly monitor your energy. What do you eat? If you eat junk, that's going to slow down your energy also. So if you're addicted to sugar, carbs, think about how dense that energy is in your body. How do you process your emotions? Don't stew in your negativity. Because one thing about negativity, once you get going, it's really hard to stop. And all of a sudden, you're going, crap. And then you end up spiraling down to some place that of what I call darkness. Try to be aware when you start to spiral what you could do to pick yourself up and out. Do it before it becomes too late. Because once you hit that too late button, unfortunately, it could take days, weeks, months before you actually get out of it. Once you start to recognize your pits, ask yourself, why are you in it? How is this serving me? And if you don't recognize what it is, that's when the dark energy, your dark energy pulls you down. So start to be aware. So just like the 4 agreements, for those people who have read the 4 agreements, don't make assumptions. Don't take anything personally. Use your words impeccably and always do your best. If you could learn not to take things personally, that will take you more than halfway there. Guarantee it, personally, because too many people think that the world is against them, and that's not true. It's something that you believe there's a lack inside of you. Okay, let's see. Let me get to the next screen. Let's see how good I am at this. So how does unbalanced energy eats away at you? It actually does. First of all, it creates a chemical in your body like cortisol. It gets your heart palpitating, gets your blood pressure up, and it keeps you living in doubt and fears. And all of this chemical imbalance in your body can become the seeds to illness, because all of a sudden your muscles are so tight, and then you become anxious and you're worrying, and all of a sudden you've exploded to the next level, whatever that might be. Okay. So gauge your energy for consciousness. Learn to turn off your stress or minimize it. We all could do this because a lot of us are addicted to stress. We're addicted to juggling. And it feeds us in a certain way. So this is something you need to look at. Learn to listen to yourself. And again, if anyone have any questions, pop in, because I am just talking away and I could go on and on and on. Listen to yourself. Listen to your soul. Your body wants to tell you. It really does. It wants to tell you things. What do you need to find balance? This is really key. Learn to stop the energy drainage in your life. So that could be friends, your work, family, destructive behavior, your addiction. I could go on and on and on. Those are the things I talked about earlier in various Facebook live chats. You alone are the only one knows what you need. You and you alone is the only one can do something to make a change in your life. Will you be successful every single day? Well, you'll have good days and you'll have off days. But if you have off days, that's okay. Get up. get up and start again, okay? That's what I do every day. If I fall into the ditch, I do that. Like all of a sudden I'm walking along, thinking my own, and all of a sudden I'm thinking of a thought, and before I know it, I've blown it out of proportion. Stop already, okay? Stop. So learning to connect to your body. Start breathing. Breathe in, because too many people do shallow breathing. They don't take full breath. And when you breathe shallowly, your energy moves very slowly. It only could be time with your breath. Remember, you are your own energy cop. You're the only one who can move your energy up, down, this way, or heaven forbid, don't do this. Don't go up and down. If you get really happy and thrilled, unfortunately, there's a crash on the other side. Learn how to do energy alignment. You could do that through meditation, through yoga. I could make that a whole class talking about energy alignment. Do body breathing cleansing, like what we did when we started. Expand, learn how to expand that energy as you breathe in. Exhale it out of your body. What does not serve you, just exhale it. So someone asked me, are there energy medicine techniques that we could do to help others, if it's possible to help others? You could, like the things that I'm teaching you tonight, you could drop tips. But what's really important, if you can't maintain, let's say you're teaching, if you can't manage your energy, how are you going to teach somebody to do that? This is something that I teach my Reiki students, especially the ones that want to start a practice. And I always say to them, you will attract those clients on the same level wherever you've been helped. So if you come into the relationship with a lot of baggage, you're going to attract clients that have the same, more or less the same baggage as you. All right? So you're going to take care of you first before you could take care of anybody else. Once you're able to get a handle on what you could do, you're going to be able to radiate this energy, and people are going to be attracted to you. They want to know you, get to know you. I get emails all around the planet asking me questions about energy. How do I do this, this, and this? I'm just trying to keep up with myself. I say to myself, if I didn't have to sleep, I probably could do more work. Okay. What other questions? So just help us. Thanks so much. I love everything that you are sharing. Thank you, Janet, for giving me feedback. I could go on and on. I don't know if it's because I've acquired a lot of knowledge, or because I'm becoming an old lady and I talk way too much. I promised myself I keep these webinars around 10 to 15 minutes, but I noticed they're expanding because people are asking me questions, and I love the questions. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. Energy medicine prescription. Okay, whole bunch of things. If anybody wants this transcript, let me know. I'll put this PowerPoint, I'll transcribe it, and this way you can have it. You know what? I'll probably put it on Facebook, and just to let you know. Energy medicine prescription. Find what makes you happy, and not what you could do to make somebody else happy. You. Be like on the airplane where the flight attendants say, put that air mask, the oxygen mask on you first before you could help the next person. You got to take care of you. So to answer the question about helping us, you must take care of you first. I'm going to take a sip. I want you to stop dwelling on regrets. Forget about the past. Regrets are just going to pull you into the dumps. Stop wishing and thinking. Wishful thinking is great. Wishful thinking that's all it is. It's just wishful thinking. You're going to develop an action plan. I have made a personal decision that I was going to move ahead in my life. And when God asked me to do these webinars and share my knowledge, I almost pooped in my pants and said, what? You want me to do what? I said, okay, all right. Those life purpose missions are getting harder and bigger, all right? Stop what sucks the energy out of you. People, work, Make changes. Find support, find your community, and learn to be content with where you are right now. Not where you stop wishing and say, I'm going to be happy when I get here. No, 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 no. You got to be content to where you are right this minute, all right? Happiness is a life medicine. Happiness is a life medicine. Eat healthy foods, move your body, find me time, and develop your action plan. Action plans doesn't have to be giant. Start with a couple little steps. Because I could guarantee you, if you do nothing, nothing is going to change. And to me, pain is that's more painful than anything else, to be a prisoner in your own body. Okay. All right. Mantra. You know how everybody, or a lot of people are starting to know, I write mantras all the time, and I'll post this. This is I am mantra. This is about me. I am. I am, if you could say this with me, you could say it here. I am who I am. Okay? I don't judge. I don't live with regrets. I don't compare myself. I do not compete with myself. I choose to live in harmony and peace. I forgive myself when I am unkind. And I don't mean unkind to others. When you are unkind to yourself. I hope very much this has really been helpful to you. These are some of my tips. My energy school, Healing Place Energy School, I'm just starting to establish that. I have this great 9-part class series that's all about understanding, knowing your energy and how it get it moving. Because once you understand your inside, the outside becomes easy. But if you don't know what's going on inside, you're hoping, praying that you find the right combination. All right? So I thank you for joining me. This is Helen Chin-Lu from the Healing Place and the Healing Place Energy School. And just keep an eye. I'll probably have another class. I haven't thought of a subject. But if there's something that you would like to learn, just email me at wellness@healingplacemedfield.com or put it in the text box. I love to get your feedback, and I hope everything that you've heard, whatever resonates with you, bring it into your heart. Good night, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.